At some point in our life, we have been ghosted. It's either a person that is close to us, like a family member, a person that we are dating, or somebody in the workplace, which is our co-worker, and people that we trust that they will deliver in the long run. Being ghosted is a feeling that brings shock and wonder to a person who has been ghosted. But today, I want us to talk about the benefits of being ghosted. I want us to understand what we can look at, what we can embrace when somebody has ghosted us. Let's get in today's video. We all have been ghosted. I have been ghosted. Each and everyone been ghosted. And whenever you become ghosted, the first thing that happens is like everything turns out to become silent. And you wonder why this is happening. You're having long calls, long conversations, you're texting all time and day, but suddenly each and everything becomes on a hold. But when such things happen, I want us to look at this in a really beneficial way to us. When somebody starts to ghost you and start to disappear, two things happen. We have two types of people. The first person is somebody who's going to ghost you and never comes back. And the second person that we have is somebody who ghosts you. Maybe you are supposed to meet, or there's a certain event that you guys plan together. That person ghosts you and disappears for a week or so. And this person, after some 2 weeks, some few months, comes and returns and tries to rebuild what you had with that individual. And when such things happen, we need to have such a powerful mindset and look at this. When somebody decides to ghost you, when somebody decides to become here on the next day and disappear on the other day, shows you the person that you're dealing with. And once the person shows you who he is, it gives you an opportunity to become the rightful owner of your life, to take charge and become a CEO, which means that when somebody ghosts you, you have the opportunity to let go and let the ghost become the ghost. Because once you let somebody to become a ghost, you're becoming a bigger person because you have seen the true colors of the individual. And once you have seen the true colors that this person is such an individual, it gives you leverage and power to set people who are of you, people who won't be cold and hot on the other day. Remember, I talked about two types of people. The first one, those who will come and disappear and never come back again, and those who will disappear and ghost on you and come back 2 weeks and a month later. Those people will come back after 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You have the power to confront them and end the relationship or set some boundaries in between. Because if you allow a person, especially when we are talking about relationships, once we let people come in, go out within our lives, like you're changing the channel, it becomes a certain problem because you are not having consistent people that you can trust. You're not having a consistent partner within your relationship which you can go along with in the journey. Once you find somebody who has been ghosting you, do not be a person who's going to follow that individual, because once you're following that individual, you're just leading yourself in getting hurt and obviously being ghosted again. So you need to answer yourself these questions, and I know that in the back of your head you have the answer, that when somebody has ghosted you, you know the exact thing which you need to do. But now what happens to most of us is that instead of us listening to what we need to do, which is right, something that goes according to our non-negotiable things, We tend to turn a blind eye because we love a certain somebody. We tend to make a blind eye. We tend to become people who are blind because we're finding somebody who loves us and who proclaims that they love us, but in their actions, in their doings, is totally opposite. I love when somebody says, in each and everything, when you are following your heart, take your brain with, because sometimes your brain might be the one that can save you, because your heart will be falling in too deep. When somebody has ghosted you, remember, you have the power. You are the CEO of your life. You have the power to delete, remove, and to do anything within your life. So when somebody has ghosted you, remember, let a ghost become a ghost. Cheers.